Namaskar. Welcome to my show. Let's get chatty with Vedika. Today on my show is a person who's an epitome of willpower, proving that nothing is impossible in this world. He has turned his disability into his greatest strength, showing that limitations only exist in mind. Not only does he inspire himself, but also motivates others with disabilities to pursue their dreams and make life easier in this fast-moving world. Let's welcome the man with the willpower, TEDx speaker Anant Vaish.
Hello, hi Ritika, how are you?
I'm fine. Let's begin with all willingness. Can you please brief a little about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anant Vaish and I am the founder and CEO of Ufality Private Limited. I'm from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and I am in this startup ecosystem from last 7 years. And I have completed my bachelor's in computer science, and I like to explore the technology and work into it. So currently, I am working towards the education for specially abled. By that, my application name is the Special School, which is India's first and only edtech platform that is accessible for the specially abled kids. So this is currently what I'm doing. Apart from it, I'm also a tech content creator, a startup mentor, and also I mentor the students. So I can tell about how they can make their life comfort, as well as they can do great in something that they can achieve.
Alright, can you share your journey as an entrepreneur and what inspired you to start Ufality Private Limited?
Sure. So when I was in class 10th, I thought like I want to do something in the business, and my father is currently a businessman. So वो कहते नहीं है कि business तो खून में होता है ना? तो I thought कि हाँ, let's do some business. And when I was in 10th, I got an opportunity to work in a t-shirt manufacturing company as an online marketing head. And I have never gone to a normal school. And when I was in my childhood, my parents had sent me to a special school in Kanpur, and there I got some basic studies. But when I need to get my board examinations, I need to give an exam, which is a board called as NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling, where you only need to give to your exams. So when I was in 10th, I thought let's do something. So I have worked for 1 year. I got very good experience. Like I was very shy. I don't know how to talk with the people, don't know nothing about money and nothing about I don't have any skill. So I learned about it in my first year. Then in my childhood, I always want to become a computer science engineer. So I thought let's do something, and I started preparing for my IIT-J examination and cleared and got my college. And then I thought now it's the time I can do something on the entrepreneurship and start my journey. So I've started my first startup in 2018. It was in a blockchain technology, and it was doing very well. I was working with the Election Commission of India, and then I was fortunate that Election Commission of India has bought my whole startup. And then during COVID, that was a very depressing time, but I worked a lot for the socially with the people, and then I thought let's do something for the artists. Like in ourselves, we all are singers, we all are bathroom singers, we all are dancers, we are stand-up comedians, you know? So we thought let's do something and let's create a platform for them where we can give an earning opportunity to them. So I created a platform and during COVID, and then it was doing very well. I helped around 4,000 individual artists and help them to earn. That's the most important thing. And then after that, I thought there's a very personal problem to me, that is education. I haven't got education good, so I thought let's do something. So then I thought an idea, an edtech, an online education, which can help the specially abled, like blind students, deaf students, voiceless, dyslexia, cerebral palsy, and that's where the my important thing. And then after that, I thought there's a very personal problem to me, that is education. I haven't got education good, so I thought let's do something. So then I thought an idea, an edtech, an online education, which can help the specially abled, like blind students, deaf students, voiceless, dyslexia, cerebral palsy, and that's where the mindset came to start the startup on this field.
That's very right. You have mentioned your personal experience with orthographer's multiplex congenital syndrome. How has this shaped your approach to entrepreneurship and advocacy?
Yeah, sure. So, if you talk about my disease, that is orthopedic multiplex congenita, and that is a very rare disease. So, it's a fact by the government of India that around 8 to 9,000 people have this disease in India. That is very rare, and in the whole world, it is not very much big. And the main issue is that the muscles that is in your body is bit weak, and the bones can move it go in any way. So it's like if I always take an example of a tree. So if you look into the tree and see the branches, it can go into any shape. So that is also like my bones. So I need to wear my splint, which can shape my bones well, and that's what helped me. And I also do my physiotherapy exercise in my daily life. But this is all my message to also to everyone. When people see like they have the problem in physical disability, they get very depressed. And whenever we got some wound in ourselves, छोटी सी चोट भी लगती है तो हम कहते हैं क्या होगा कैसे करेंगे काम, है ना? People get very depressed. But I always see the opportunity in it, है ना? जब हम बैठे होते हैं तो बैठने वाला काम अच्छा हो सकता है, जब खड़े होते हैं तो खड़े वाला काम अच्छा कर सकते हैं. So we just need to have a mindset, है ना? I generally go to places where there are many stairs. I think that it won't be very difficult, but I am very fortunate that people comes to me and always help me to go over there. So that is the mindset that you need to have, that yes, there will be someone who will help you to go there. So that is the thing that you need to have, and that helped me to do the advocacy for the PWD. So if you ask me what exactly the meaning of the PWD advocacy, that is to really help them with the education, with the employment, है ना? अगर हम अच्छा काम करेंगे, but it is very important कि हम future में जाके कुछ काम करें, है ना? So it is very important to help them. I am very fortunate that my parents, my teachers were very good that they helped me. But there are many people, especially in the villages, rural areas, that they don't get a platform. So that is now my job to help them. That really helped.
Okay. What is the vision behind special school and how is it transforming inclusive education for specially abled students?
Okay, very interesting question, Vedika. So the reason behind is very simple. That was my personal problem that I faced, and as an entrepreneur, it is very important to see the problems as an opportunity. So if in the entrepreneurial journey, there are many failures. And we always think the school में है यार आज मैथ्स में नहीं फेल ना हो जाए, डर लगता है ना थोड़ा बहुत, है ना? So but we should take the failure as a fuel, है ना? Fuel की तरह लेना चाहिए, and we should say कि failure is just a stepping stone, not a stop sign, है ना? तो entrepreneur की journey में बहुत होता है. That is also same into the special school journey. I faced lots of issues in my education, and I thought let's do something, let's create that I can help to other kids. That's really important. So that's the reason I created this platform. So if you ask me what exactly we are doing, we are converting the curriculum of NCRT. NCRT is affiliated with CPSC board, and we are converting the curriculum with the help of mind maps, podcast, games, quizzes, so they can have that interactive education. So I'll tell you a very basic example, Vedika. For example, if I'll put an apple in front of you, so what do you think about it? What do you think? And how will you identify the apple?
It's red.
It's red by its properties, red in color, spherical in shape, sweet in taste. But the main issue with the dyslexia children is that they can't identify it. That's a really big issue. And also with their age, their brain won't work. That's a very big issue. So I thought we can maybe have an interactive games with them. We can have an animation with them. We also like to watch YouTube videos. Am I right? Everyone loves it. So we thought, let's do something where they can learn with it. So currently I am converting these things for 1 to 5 class for the blind, deaf, dyslexia. And now I am also into creating the curriculum till class 10. Then I'll go to class 12. Then higher education. For example, everyone wants to become a doctor. Everyone wants to become an astronaut. But they should need to have a good education. So that's the reason I'm giving education to them. So there's really a big issue that I also faced in my childhood. I won't take a name, but there's many schools, many normal schools that rejected me to give admission. So I thought that if I have faced this issue, many other kids also have faced this in their childhood. So let's create way I can directly help them. That's the reason.
Alright. What has been the most challenging for you when you started your journey?
So I say challenges are daily. Challenges are like constant for me. Every day is a new journey. Every day has a new challenge. So if I'll say what was the biggest challenge that I have was, I'll say networking. So the why networking? If you ask me what exactly the meaning of networking is, like how you can meet new people. I like to speak to new people. I like to learn from something from the new people. I like to meet, but it's a like I'll say it's a really big issue for me. I can't go to everywhere due to my physical challenges. So, but I have used internet in a very efficient way, I'll say. So I still remember it was around 2003 or 2004. I was around 6 or 7 years old. That was the first time I saw a computer. है ना एंड व्हेन आई हैव मैंने अपने फादर से बहुत जिद मचाया कि मुझे कंप्यूटर चाहिए एंड दे हैव बॉट मी अ कंप्यूटर इन एट माय होम एंड मैंने सेकंड डे कंप्यूटर खराब कर दिया है ना एंड माय फादर वाज वेरी शाउटिंग ऑन मी क्या किया तूने खराब कर दिया वो नहीं आता है ना मैंने कहा कि अरे मुझे आता ही नहीं है ना तो दे थॉट कि एक टीचर लगाते हैं जो पढ़ाते हैं है ना तो लेकिन and I was very lucky कि I got a very good teacher and she has also taught me how to write. So I generally write my both hands. I stuck my pen in between of my both hands and then I'll write. So these were some of the things that was a big challenge to me in my journey. But if I'll say about networking, I generally use the internet with the help of a social media platform called as LinkedIn. Do you know what LinkedIn is? No, it's like a very big famous platform for the professionals who work. So whenever you become 18 and then you become big, you'll also use the LinkedIn for your professional work. And so I used LinkedIn for my professional work to connect with the new people, connect with the big people, and connect with the people which really can help me. And that I think was the biggest issue that I resolved. And one more thing, as you know that I love technology, है ना? And मैं mobile में बहुत games खेलता हूँ, computer में बहुत games खेलता हूँ. But there's an issue that I have faced, like typing on my mobile. So what I have identified, I can write with my nose. So I have identified it, and now I can say on average, I write 160 characters in a minute. I'm also preparing for the Guinness World Record. So that's I already told you, look the problems as an opportunity. So that's really important.
Your journey is not easy, but you made it. Who are the true supporters?
True supporters, I'll say definitely my parents first, my mummy, papa. I think without them it won't be possible, है ना उनके support के बिना कुछ नहीं हो सकता था. And my elder sisters, so I am the younger in my whole family, है ना. And I got the सबसे ज़्यादा प्यार मिला है, but it's very important कि आप उसको justify भी करो, है ना. So I am very lucky that I got very big support from my elder sisters, my parents, my teachers, and there's one teacher in my childhood. Her name is Jaya Sharma. So that teacher told me how to write, how to use internet, how to use computer, and also she had taught me how to play Casio. So that was a very interesting thing that I want to. And after that, I also my parents hired a professional Casio teacher, keyboard teacher for me, and I learned how to play Casio, and I also like to sing. So that's where I have found that yes, I can do something in this field. So whenever I felt very low, sometimes I feel very कि यार ऐसे कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, आज क्या करें, बोर हो रहा हूँ, and I sing. So that's the things that help me.
You have mentored over 4,000 individuals and more than 25 startups. What are the key lessons you have learned from guiding aspiring entrepreneurs?
The lesson that I learned, you are asking? Okay, so the lessons I learned is many, I'll say, but if I'll take one or two, that will be the willingness to work. So I have met many good founders in my life, which whatever is happening in the world or in their personal life, but they are very keen to work, and the main worship is the work for them, and also they have a mindset of always of a learning. So I always also tell you, Vidika, like you are in school, so always just try to participate in most of the things. It will give you very good experience in all the things. So that's really important to have a good skill set as well as a mindset where you can develop yourself and also you can help the society. That is the one thing. And the second thing, if I talk about, I learned is the I'll say technology. So as you know that technology changed every day, you know. You are doing something today, but it will get old tomorrow. So it's very important to always be updated with it. So I have learned these skills where you can learn every day and implement. I think that's the two biggest things.
You have spoken in TEDx, Startup India and other national forums. What are the most powerful messages you aim to deliver in your talk?
What is the powerful message? Okay, I remember I have gone to a college. They have invited me as a guest speaker, and one of the kids have asked me, "What is success to you?" And success क्या होती है? So I have used a phrase to him, that is, success वो होती है जिसमें आपकी EMI ना हो, आपकी दवाई ना चल रही हो, आपके पेरेंट्स खुश हो और आपकी गाड़ी अच्छी चल रही हो. So I think that is the biggest I got learning, and that is the message that I have given. Biggest message that I have given.
Okay. How do you see technology playing role in social entrepreneurship, and what are some emerging trends that excite you?
Okay, nice, interesting question, Vedika. So, if I talk about the technology in social sector, it's a very big role. As you know, without the technology integration, it is nothing that we can do in the current world. So, if I talk about how the technology is playing, do you know what AI is? Artificial intelligence. I think that's a very big role. Do you know what VR is? Virtual reality. You played the games, many games in virtual reality, augmented reality, and these are some of the emerging trends that can really help in the social enterprises where you can learn with it. For example, if I tell you, you need to learn about space, but as you know, it is very difficult to go to space, and we don't have any spacecraft here now. So the AR technology, the VR technology can help you to look into it and can imagine that yes, the space looks like this, and you can feel that how the zero gravity works in the space. So I think AR, VR, AI, machine learning, IoT, then there's called as quantum computing. I think that is really can change the world in future, and I think we as a students can really work into it and learn and help the socially in the future.
With 50k followers on social media, how do you engage and inspire audience to embrace innovation and social change?
Okay, but I say 50k followers is very less. Okay, I need to have more followers. I want to become famous. Everyone wants to become famous. But if I'll tell what exactly the message I'll give, I generally use my.
I use the Stellarium app. It can tell names of planets and stars, but I'm very confused how it works.
Okay, that's really interesting, Vedika, that you are very, I'd say, fascinated about stars, about planets. Okay, so generally these application is work on the two things. Firstly is the machine learning modules. So what it does, for example, I'll tell you very interesting thing. Like whenever we go to exams, we learn about it. हम लोग याद करते हैं, कुछ बच्चों को रटते भी होते हैं. But we generally हम लोग we try to understand it, the concept. है ना? So the backend data जो कि application में है, that tries to get the data from the user and then it understand the intensity of the light. For example, if it has a bright light, then it could be a planet X. For example, it has a light, it could be a planet Y. So by these things, the machine learning modules in the backend learns about it and it tells you that this is Earth, this is Jupiter, this is Uranus, something like this. So you should do this, it's very good.
You have received multiple awards for social innovation and disability advocacy. Which recognition has been the most meaningful and why?
Okay, that's really interesting one. I think everyone's award is very meaningful to me, but I think when I have won two awards, first one is the Smart India Hackathon that was by PMO, Prime Minister's Office. I think that was really a very big moment for me. And the second award I think that I got is by Ministry of Education on the social enterprises, and there was an award for the best edtech award. I think that really helps me a lot.
Okay. What advice would you give to a young entrepreneur who wants to make meaningful impact through innovation and social entrepreneurship?
Okay, so the advice that I want to give is like don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Start now. I think that's the first thing that I'll say. There's nothing late. There's nothing too early. You can start at any time. Second thing is the enhancement of your skills. That's really important. I saw many founders that they are lacking with the skills, but they are doing the startups right now. But I should say that you should get the at least basic skills that like for example basic technical skills, basic communication skills, basic networking skills, basic creation of a product designing skills, design thinking. These are some of the basic things that they needs to have it. Third thing if I'll say is a mindset. It's the mindset. Like many people gets frustrated when it won't get in a right manner, and also they get frustrated with the failures. So they need to have a good mindset, and these three things really important for the budding entrepreneurs.
Who is the most inspirational person and why?
Okay, so see, I generally don't see the inspiration to a person. I generally take the inspiration for everyone. But if if you ask me like who is the biggest one, there are two. First one is the Stephen Hawkins. Do you know who is the Stephen Hawkins? So Stephen Hawkins was like have a disability that they can't walk, they can't do anything, but he was a scientist and he created everything with his mind. So he was one of the biggest scientists in the world. I think he is one of the biggest inspiration to me, Stephen Hawkins. Second, if I'll say, is I'll say my parents. I think they are the most inspirational one, which helped me, and also I want to do something, so that inspires me very much.
Don't forget to
Like, share, and subscribe.
and hit that bell icon to stay updated on Let's Get Chatty with Vaish.